Hello, it is me, Rapid Steve again. This is another video I'm actually making on this because I didn't think that this full guy behind the camera thing was such a big deal. I thought it was just maybe somebody directing him out. But I'd seen this video and it's fucking strange, it's so weird what's going on here. Also, I did look into it and she does seem to blink quite a lot. I don't know if that's normal amount of time. Like, look how often she's blinking. That could be a sign of anxiety. But without further ado, let's just get into the scary shit, mate. This has been played in very slow motion, but this is the first time you see her doing it. Her eyes pan to the right. There is a possibility she's just looking at the feedback on a display. But it does get quite weird, and this, I don't know, like, cause I've got a couple of theories as to what's actually going on here. So if you look, I mean, what the fuck is that? I'll play that in normal speed for you.
Who's your favourite band? Safety Suit! I love Safety Suit!
The thing that doesn't sit right with me about this full situation is if these people are abusing her mentally and physically, you'd think that something like this wouldn't get added in. Like, that was deliberately edited so that you would see that. It was made so you would see that clip, because it cut immediately after. But why would they show footage of her getting scared like that and like, oh no, like she's fucking got like something's happened behind the camera that scared her? Like, why would they leave that in? Now, just to get in a wee bit more in depth here, what's going on. That reaction she had there was a kind of startling reaction. She was startled by something, whether or not it was a person or not. For all I know, that could have been a fucking cat jumping past her window and she's got a frightening corner off her eye. And that doesn't sound as stupid as it might initially to you, because if she does indeed have fucking anxiety or whatever, she's obviously prone to be more jumpy and on edge and all that bullshit, which it makes sense if you think about it. So for all I know, that could have just been something going past the window that frightened her. But I don't know. I feel like if people were abusing her, that would definitely not be in the video, unless she's doing all the editing herself, which seems a bit strange considering the full video has been directed by someone off camera, quite obviously. Now, I've got a couple of scenarios here on what could have happened, right? Obvious one, there's somebody behind the camera that's obviously quite threatening towards her, and she's obviously knows what kind of person they are, which is why she's so on edge and scared to make a mistake, which, let's be honest, if you look at that clip, it does look like she kind of thought she made a mistake and got a fright or something in fear of what might happen to her and a result of that. Now, our second possibility is, now we're going to jump on the theory that she's had issues with drugs, but this could either be drugs or due to an abusive relationship or some sort of form of mental health issue. But it could have literally just been as simple as something going past her window and she got a fright. This is probably caused by a mental health issue or anxiety or whatever the fuck you want to call it. That is, she's probably formed either by overuse of drugs, which is very likely. Like, drug users are known to be have a lot more issues in their fucking brain, or it could be due to the fear of a boyfriend or anything really along those lines. But my last one, people will not like, and you have to consider, if people are that fucking stupid, they're literally saying there's a gun in the fucking reflection of the camera. I mean, are you actually taking the piss? You try to say she's literally having a pistol aimed right at her fucking brain while she's making a video. Are you fucking stupid to even think something like that? Honest to fucking God. But anyway, it could be all staged. I need to take that into consideration. You cannot say all this shit like she's been held at gunpoint and then not take this into consideration. Because let's look at the evidence here, right? Footage that clearly shows signs of distress has been left in for literally no reason at all. There'd be no good reason to keep footage like that in there. I don't see why anybody would. Also, the blatant bruises, fuck knows why they included that in. Maybe that's because the dress was kind of like revealing at the top half of the body, like you can't really cover it up unless you wore a fucking jumper under a dress, which would be very, very suspicious. But I don't know, it's very unlikely that this is all staged, but you need to take these things into consideration if you're going to actually think about it rationally. Like, you can't just say, she's been held at gunpoint, and think that's more likely than it's been staged. Unlikely it's staged, but I think at this point, it's very likely that she's suffering from some sort of mental illness due to drugs, or she's been she's got this illness from being with an abusive boyfriend.